Following a major disaster, many roads can be blocked or damaged, making it difficult for standard trucks to reach areas in need. That's where Tanabe Tokuto, an expert in debris removal from disaster sites, was able to step in and use his experience to provide a solution. He helped find a way to attach the containers to the massive trucks normally used to clear rubble and debris from disaster areas. Not only did this solve the accessibility issue, the units can be offloaded in just 1 minute 30 seconds, and the entire process can be handled by a single person.
In heavy-hit areas, almost all lifelines will be cut off. So, being able to provide just a little electricity with these off-the-grid units can make a huge difference.
Mr. Sakota hopes to make his units even more useful by adding an antenna to help boost mobile phone reception.
If we can add an antenna, we could also help to improve communication access for evacuees. By providing both power and mobile phone reception to disaster-hit areas, I think we can really make a difference.
You know, we take electricity for granted, but in an emergency situation, you need heat, you need light, and you need communication.
We cannot do without electricity, in particular in a crisis situation when you need to connect. But what this company also does is, well, not just flexible crisis response, they are adding autonomy to it. You need to have as much autonomy in a crisis situation as possible. These things can be placed basically everywhere. This is really a very, very good concept.
And also, you really see the need for local government to be prepared here.
Local governments will love that, because resilience usually means high costs. You have to prepare, you have to have, well, surplus capacities, and with this you can really put the containers and, well, the livelihood where it is being needed during a crisis. This is what governments need in a crisis situation.
Absolutely. So, you know, these shipping containers are actually being used around the world for different ways. And let's get a photo up here of Qatar. Here it is. So this is a stadium in Qatar, and this stadium will be host to the 2022 Soccer World Cup. And this, as you can see, is made out of colorful containers. And what's amazing is this can be disassembled to minimize its carbon footprint, and it can be reassembled and transported and even recycled in the future. So I think this is really cool. What do you think?
Well, it looks very cool, and they really want to send a message, it looks. This is, well, we are global, we are connected to the global world, and we are doing this in a very flexible way. This is a very good message. Tokyo is hosting the Olympics this year. The stadium also sends a message. It uses a lot of wood, a lot of reusable material. This is the message of Japan this year.
So important. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thanks so much, Martin.
Thank you.
I'm Charlotte Vogue, and this was BizStream. We'll see you next time.
He was bigger than life.
Mr. Clarence Clemons!
And became a legend playing with Bruce Springsteen.
And we became partners.
It's the story of sax great Clarence Clemons.
Just this sound that rushes to your heart.
Told by the people who knew him best.
We play to our positive energy.
And in his own words.
My purpose in life is to bring joy and light to the world.
Clarence Clemons, Who Do I Think I Am?
Saturday at 10 p.m. on WHUT.
His insights, observations, and deductive skills border on the fantastic. He's the one and only master detective, Sherlock Holmes. Starting at 11 a.m. on January 3rd, it's a full-day WHUT binge of Sherlock on Masterpiece. Benedict Cumberbatch stars in the title role, and Martin Freeman is the long-suffering Dr. Watson. The criminals don't stand a chance. Season 4 of Sherlock on Masterpiece. It's Holmes at home. Sunday, January 3rd, starting at 11 a.m. on WHUT.
For more than 30 years, Ken Burns has been telling America's stories. Now, for the first time, you can stream the Ken Burns collection with PBS Passport. More than 24 films, the Ken Burns collection.
Planning for your future helps you protect the things that matter most. From finances and inheritance to future health decisions, preparing an estate plan helps you create your legacy. Put your mind at ease by planning your future today.
Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24-karat magic in the air.
From New York, this is Democracy Now!
We need a vaccine that everyone can have free of charge, no matter where you live or whether you're rich or you're poor. We need companies to share all their research so we can make enough safe vaccines for everyone. We need a vaccine owned by all of us.
While the United States, Britain, and other wealthy nations race to vaccinate their populations, a new report finds as many as 9 out of 10 people in dozens of poorer countries could miss out on the vaccine until at least 2022, because wealthy countries are hoarding enough doses to vaccinate their entire populations between 3 and 5 times over. We'll look at the growing movement to develop a people's vaccine. Then we speak to one of the world's leading infectious disease doctors, Paul Farmer, the co-founder of Partners in Health.
Well, I mean, we are facing the consequences of decades and decades of underinvestment in public health and of centuries of misallocation of funds away from those who need that help most.